Oh no, I just switched the game. I thought the broadcast would still be up and just go to a blue screen, but apparently I just shut off. Or stopped the broadcasting, I mean.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Oh, the Outer Worlds? So far, I like it. Ever since it was announced and was released, and seeing the videos on it, whatnot, it looked very interesting. And then I found out that it was the developers that made Fallout New Vegas, and some of the original developers on the original Fallout game.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So far, it's pretty good.
Your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of
But
that.
I just started, so I'm not really far in it at all.
We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
It is a one player only.
Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them
From what I've heard, it's pretty big.
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent.
It's not open world,
you see.
but there's a lot of traveling from what I hear.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed
Bob
guards.
Ross wouldn't play this game. Yeah, it looks somewhat fairly dated.
Oh no.
Graphic-wise,
They are
but
after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any
it
more
seems to have
bodies
a
out of
pretty
my cemetery,
decent story.
the company's gonna duck my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life, work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork.
Oh
Can't get
gosh,
anybody
darn
to
it.
pay their gravesite fees. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say,
Bob
"Those Edgewater
Ross.
staff's lost near every soul to plague."
Let's see.
But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company.
That would be
folk,
quite
brave in the
interesting
wild.
to watch his stream if Bob Ross were a gamer, if he was still around.
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town.
There's not enough
That's
white
life
over
on the
here,
frontier,
not
I
enough red over
suppose.
there. Let's
body
add a little
grows
bit of
accustomed.
clouds here. We're gonna paint this little Molotov right here in this man's hand as he's about to throw it. Maybe add a little more orange to that flame, a little bit of yellow. Needs more red. And then over here we're gonna have this little explosion. Maybe add a couple of burnt bodies over here, a little more black. A little more emotion in that face. He's a good man. You have his action figure? Like one of those collectible action figures? I think they made it like a Funko Pop out of him too.
Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Bob Ross is the shit.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
That's legit. Do you have him up on like a shelf, or is he like still in his box?
Yes,
Nice.
so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to
Yeah, I
run
can't-
away with my wits. Been a few seasons.
I
since
always
we've had a
need to
visit
have it
like
open.
this.
I know it ruins the condition of it, but I like to display it outside of the box.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
Like,
I can't let you have our power.
I have some of those
But I happen to know
NECA
another
collectible
one,
figures.
and I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered.
Squandered,
Go down
you
to the
say?
geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but
Good amount to the
there are people who live
Hellraiser.
there.
Do you ever play the Doom games?
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power,
I heard that
you will
Doom
convince those
Eternal is
deserters
pretty
to
damn
come back
good.
to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
The power is about to go. God damn it.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Shit, they got those on sale on the PSN for like $5. The first and second one.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make
God
amends
damn
if
it,
they are
Reed.
willing to
Stop
return to
pushing.
the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented. And
I know you mentioned that yesterday.
you will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting
You said
Miss
something
Holcomb to
about
guide
you
me
don't
if
like
you'd
to play like multiplayer games or something like that, or play online with people that much.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Hold on.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute? It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his
I can
job
go
and what all, but
both
that's
ways
not
for
the
like,
only
if it's a
side of it.
game that's like really invested in a single player campaign, I'll play that. Like this one seems to have like a pretty solid investing campaign. But if it's a good multiplayer game where you can team up with people online, then I'll play that too with friends, but
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk.
like World War Z looks
Knew
pretty
some of
fun
them
with people.
before they left.
But if you play with a bunch of randoms, you can't really trust them in helping anybody.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, shoot. Is there somebody? Aha.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Goodness gracious, this lady.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Yeah, see, now you're understanding.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh, shit.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
That
Shame
sucks.
though. Eugene was a good worker.
Apparently not.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Just because he's a good worker doesn't mean you can't ask him how he's doing.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with.
Yeah, well, it
Suicide
doesn't hurt to
crime.
ask how someone's
The legal
doing or
term
what
is
they're going
irreparable
through.
damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through.
Yeah,
In
well,
other words, Edgewater would have been penalized.
this lady
pretty hard.
sounds like a bitch.
Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
$57.42.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. What? Whoa,
I'm here to collect your debt,
did
bitch.
Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. And what are you doing here? Visiting?
Came to collect the
Well,
debt
let me give you the
you
grand
owe.
tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door. What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world.
Oh
The
shit.
date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows.
Might as well just put
He
him out
knows
of
I got
his
one
misery.
foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can. I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I could tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
They see you as not worth it, so you're better off just dying. That's cold.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
Exactly.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Alright, yeah, I'll probably
So
do
you'll
it for him.
then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to.
That's true.
Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What? Who said that?
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh shit.
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That sucks.
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Alright, this place sounds more and more fucked. It's gotta be in this building. Maybe.
I cut my own hair. But
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene.
Uh-huh.
Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Uh-huh.
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will
guy's
also
annoying.
report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for
I
interment.
will clean and tell your remains. You owe!
Gravesite
Pay your
fees.
dues, bitch.
Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
The restitutions. You mean you're broke? Smart ass.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
So then you owe something else.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people.
Yeah,
Say
where it
what you
doesn't give
will
a shit
our
about
town,
its
but
people
we all
anyways.
pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights. Yeah, this
Some
place
time
sounds
ago,
more and more
I fell
fucked.
ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Fuck, man, that sucks.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas.
Does that mean you're
I'm open
dying?
to suggestions. Much obliged.
When has been in that situation. I can't pay it. So then this person. Oh, he's still.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Maybe.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Well,
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
You probably didn't get any treatment because...
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Huh.
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
I don't think so. Am I supposed to get more out of this guy?
What can I do for you?
Nope, I'm just gonna see what happens. Oh, excuse me. Ain't that about a bitch? I hate it how sometimes everything falls on you when it comes to, like, work. They're always one called upon to cover someone's shift.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Like, what the
Been
fuck?
keeping him careful and true, miss.
Straight up bullshit.
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Ah!
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, check his back. Gonna check his back. Gonna check his back. Well, that looks promising. Mantisaur! Mmm. Mmm. feel like Bob Ross would do an excellent job at painting that. Alright, you son of a bitch. Open up this goddamn door. What the hell? Conrad. The receptionist shot himself. This is bad. The company is going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. Huh. Alright.
Hey, I saw that.
Hey! I've got a gun,
What do you think you're
son of a
doing?
bitch. Well, good thing this isn't, Lie, intimidate, or persuade?
I don't have time for this.
Uh-huh. I'm taking your shit.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
To the grave!
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice.
Damn,
I
everything
can't ask Silas to
is
dig up a
Spacer's
man's
Choice
body
property.
and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
No one needs to know about it.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb.
Desperate measures.
I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Hell, I'd do it too, man.
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Sounds good. Alright. So, gotta go back to Silas. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Settings. Control center. Alright, how the fuck? Alright,
take your time.
anyways. Ooh. It's like being in the land of Dr. Seuss.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse!
war!
Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier, cold-hearted.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
With the resistance.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, a few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Uh-huh.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Just because of that, you hate?
Pray to the law that you never do.
What
A
if they're
mechanical
friendly?
never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods,
So,
they will take away our
you're
very
just
lives.
paranoid that they're gonna take your jobs, and so you just want to wage war on them? I see. Jesus, you're a paranoid old man. What is this? Workbench. Doo-doo-doo-ba-doo. Pistol. I got nothing. Nothing. Oh, I have to repair guns. Okay. All right. Ah, little fellas. Interesting. Do 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 do. Ow! No splash? For crying out loud. Holy shit, that's a graveyard.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I
His
woke
body's
up,
missing.
His body was gone.
Yep.
Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Nah, I think he was stolen.
Let me know if you find anything.
God, this town is just full of trouble.
Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor?
The colony ship?
Great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether, never to be found again. Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling.
Oh.
Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking?
Just out of curiosity.
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew.
The cantina.
Brew that's good for what ails you.
Gotta send a couple of messages. Right? Like, good God, man. Like, couldn't you just done this stuff yourself?
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop. Or there's gonna be trouble.
This town is trouble.
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like.
What? Well, what
Frankly,
the
neither do
shit? So we don't have freedom of speech in this town either? Good God, man. Fuck you. Alright, so... Or do I still have to talk to him? I still have to talk to him.
Grave digging's a fine profession.
Yeah,
Always work to be had,
but you misplaced the
nary a
body.
word of complaint out of your clients. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
I don't know if I should tell him because then he might get reported. Nope. I kind of want to get this guy's medicine and not report him. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, I get it. That's what they're doing with the COVID treatment. You know, I heard that they're only giving the tests out to people who truly deserve it. So if you're young or healthy, you don't need to take the test. Which is understandable, because there's people more important than you that need to take the test to make sure that they got it. But then again, you hear about young people that are getting killed by it. So it's like, no matter what age you are, you can die from it. Uh-huh. Oh, so I can change her weapons too. But excuse me. Alright, journal. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the community center. Skill points! Holy goddamn, I've got too many skill points. I could get answers that way. Hack. That could work. There we go. All right.
are we headed?
1 second. Uno momento, por favor. Alright. To the community center. Just walking over graves. How disrespectful. Just shooting shit up. I gotta say though, this is pretty cool so far. Boy. No, it's not that far from town, but goddamn, this place looks pretty run down. Where are you, son of a bitch? Man, my aim is shit. Holy goddamn, I'm not ready for that. My guns didn't do anything to him. Not a goddamn thing on that guy. The guy just took my bullets. I'm gonna have to. I don't even know if I can do this quest yet. I think that guy said he was a level 5, but I think I'm a level 5. Maybe my gun's just shit. Okay, so I'm back at the town. How come she didn't join into the fight? She's supposed to be my partner in all this. She just left me to die. I mean, I do have other weapons, but I don't have much ammo for the assault rifle. I'm a level 3. I think I was a level 5. How the hell am I supposed to... Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be in this town in the first place. I don't know why they give you a quest if you weren't that level for it. Maybe they just assumed that you could just come back for it. Some loot. Give me your loot. Hey, what's that over there?
Huh?
I smell blood! Here they come!
I smell blood, yeah. Your blood. Oh god, he's right there. Dang, that guy just blew up.
That's the last of them.
This could be an... Oh shit, can I can't. I can't jump and climb over fences? Can't shoot glass. But... Oh god, I don't like that. That robot was not taking any damage. Nope, run away. Nope, not gonna happen.
Incoming!
Oh god, what have I done? Wildlife! Oh Christ, I'm out of ammo. Alright, well you're on your own, lady. Oh god, no she's not, she needs help. Fuck, I got no ammo. Alright, well... Oh, sweet. Maybe I can sneak in there. Fuck.
Not a peep from me.
And I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, here we go! Down they go! Nice hit!
Going into the community center. Oh my god. Oh god, I didn't even see him right there. Fuck you! I have no ammo. All I have is my sword. Oh god, I need to know how to heal. Did you just smoke a bong? What's behind the red curtain? Coming soon. Feast your eyes on the great field mannequin. But I want to see it now! God damn it. I hear critters. Welcome, Director Pickett. The key card encoder in the lobby is back up and running, hopefully. Uh-huh.
Nice.
I don't know where I am going, but just exploring. What's this vending machine? Oh, ammunition and shit. I thought I had a shotgun. Maybe I don't. Alright, well there's the cash in there. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna hack it. Bard, you say? I haven't gone upstairs yet. Maybe there's a way to get in there from up here. There is not. Got it. What else is in here before I go? Alright, so now I can leave. I can live! There we go. Alright, we're out of here. And those marauders spawned back. They might have. Damn it, I feel like a pizza. Huh?
Incoming!
Holy mother of God, where'd he go? Where'd he go? No, I could just run. Come on, lady. Oh God, I'm getting shot. Follow me! I need to have better weapons to fight all of them. Excuse me.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Wilson!
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Hey.
Yeah, that would take a while.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind. Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got. You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Yeah, that's right. I knew you were holding out. I'm a little bit of a bully. I do need some ammunition, though.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
That depends.
Only the part that's motives.
I'm gonna get hurt from this fall, aren't I? Nope.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Ah, yeah, they got the current events in here, too. Alright, wrong button. Grenade launcher.
Wonder if the plague is ever gonna pass.
Do 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 do.
Jump right back into it. Jumping right back
back into dreams. Uno momento. Hungry. What? There we go. Is there a manual save? There is. I think I'm gonna get going for a little bit. I'm gonna get some food, figure out what I want to have for dinner. I need food in my belly. So I will be back.